What's up, guys? Happy Monday morning. Welcome to another Mike's Monday Motivation. I hope to bring you something to motivate, inspire, and energize you to go take action this week. So today I want to talk about what I've learned since deleting social media from my phone. So before you say, well, Mike, it's easy for you, have a team. I promise you it's not. It's still an addictive habit and routine. And my addictive little thumb still goes and searches for the icon just like everybody else does. And it was still an incredible time suck on my days, on my weeks, and everything else. So I did not just jump into deleting it from my phone forever. Over the last year, I have experimented with, I deleted it for a day and was like, hey team, let me know if anything comes through. I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss anything. And then I was like, I tried a week, and then I tried a month, and then I did another month, and then I've probably been off for 6 or 8 weeks now, and I'm not off social media. I'm just off having it on my phone. So not only did I delete the app, I blocked the websites on my browser because I'm an addict and I found a way to get to it. It was like, oh, I could just go to facebook.com and log in and feed that addiction, because it absolutely is an addiction. And so what I've learned over the last, we'll say, year of experimenting with this is you can do, if you use social media as a tool, which I think most people should, whether it's engaging with family, engaging in business, engaging in Facebook groups, running your business, lead acquisition, doesn't matter. Social media should be a tool, not just part of your life. And you can do pretty much, I would say, almost everything you need to do on social media from the web browser on your computer. So I'm at my desk, right? And if I need to do something, I go to Facebook, I go in, I comment on the thing, like the thing, post the thing, whatever it might be, and then I get off and go back to living my life and being present for the people around me. And it has done two things specifically. The first thing I learned is how much social media plays into me being overstimulated in my life. And what I mean by overstimulated is that feeling at the end of the day where you're just wired and triggered and everything bothers you, and the littlest thing, like your 8-year-old being an 8-year-old just throws you over the edge, or your spouse coming in to ask you a question throws you over your edge. That is what overstimulation, that's how it shows up in my life, at least. Maybe it's different for everybody else, but if you think about every time you log into social media, there's alerts, there's comments, there's likes, there's posts, there's other people's posts, there's things that trigger you, there's people you hate that you follow just because you love hating them. It's just so that has nixed a substantial amount of my overstimulation. That's one big thing. The second is how much time it actually consumed for me, because it's not just the getting on and posting, it's the scrolling, it's the reactive engaging. I make posts sometimes and I'll get 30 or 40 comments on it. Well, I felt this need to respond as fast as possible to those comments. And so it became not just the time in the post, but all this time reacting to the reactions and the impressions and the shares and the likes and the comments, and all of that stuff became almost a full-time job. And so the amount of time it's gotten back. So if you don't know this, at least on iPhones, I'm not sure how to do it on Android. If you go to settings and then screen time and then see all app and website activity, it'll show you how much time per week you spend on certain platforms. And so if I look back at previous weeks before I took it off, so I can only go back 28 days on this right now, so I can't go back as far as I wanted to, but it'll show you how much time you're spending on certain platforms. And so that helps you kind of understand where your time per week is going. So for me right now, I spend almost an hour a day in messages, responding to people in group chats or clients or customers or whatever. I spend a substantial amount of time in messages and Slack. That's my heavy communication stuff. And so that's where the majority of my time is right now. But before that, I was easily spending twice that on social media. So go and check it out. Just do me a favor and look at settings, screen time, see all app and website activity, and see how many hours per week you are spending on social platforms. It's going to disgust you. It's probably 20 hours, maybe 30 hours a week. Think about that, 20 to 30 hours a week. It's literally a part-time job of you just being on social media. So not only did I alleviate myself of the triggers and the FOMO and the reactive engagement and the stimulation and overstimulation that it provides, I now have all that time back to dedicate to things that actually matter, that are here right in front of me in the real reality, not the social media, the social life. Like the stuff that's right around me, the people that are right around me, I can be more present, more available, more interested in, and energized, and have the energy to support those people. So that's the second part I learned. And then the third part is like comments and shares and likes and engagement doesn't go away. Like if I miss something today, I can get to it tomorrow. And the amount of posts and the amount of alerts and the amount of notifications that no longer matter to me the next day just showed me how little value it was actually bringing. I can comment on every comment tomorrow when I have that time dedicated to it, and then I get off my computer and it's not following me everywhere. And so over the course of the last couple of weeks, I got Tiff off, I got Sam Kaufman off on his phone, and the amount of clarity and support and energy and attention and just positivity that has come from removing social media from our phones, not off social media. You can do almost everything. There's like I guess some things I've learned that you can't do. Like it's harder to share someone's post in your stories. Like it's harder to do cross-platform stuff. But like I can post in my stories. I can post on my feed from myself on all platforms now. Makes it super simple. I don't really, the company uses a scheduler for certain stuff, but my personal pages don't. And so that's a few limitations, but in the grand scheme of things, like if someone tags me in something in my stories, it's not as easy or simple to share that on mine. But like, who cares? I don't have to share everything someone tags me in. Like the amount of commitment to others and energy and thought and time share and mind share and heart share dedicated to other people, that like, I'm not saying they don't matter, but sharing that post really doesn't matter. Being present for the people that are here on my team, here in my family, here in my friends, that's way more important. So it is still yet to be seen if there will be any type of impact from a client acquisition perspective. My opinion is so far it has not, but results in sales and sales activity show up 3 to 6 months later, so we'll see. I'm still maintaining a consistent distribution plan. We're still using schedulers for the podcast and YouTube and other things. You know, I create more what I would call primary content than most people, which would be like, you know, long format YouTube, podcast, that kind of stuff. That's still gonna get distributed. And so you're like, but Mike, you have a team, this is so easy for you. Cool. Like if you are literally spending 20 to 30 hours a week on social media, you can go pay a VA $1,500 a month or $2,000 a month, and they can manage all of that for you, or at least help you manage it so that you can get that 20 to 30 hours back. So you are spending money on it, either directly or indirectly. And I promise you, managing it yourself is causing more negative outcomes in your life than positives. And I'm gonna become a more vocal advocate for social media removal from phones, because I think it has disrupted actual social engagement, and the social media side has done nothing but create victims and volatility, FOMO, and a highlight reel where people can go fake how good their life is as opposed to fixing the problems in their life on a daily basis. So I'm a little triggered by it. I'm a little upset by it that I allowed it to be such a consuming part of my life. And yes, it has helped me, but I believe it has equally hurt me. And so again, this is not a new thing. I did this for several months in 2023, and I am going to be, for the foreseeable future, have it off my phone, blocked on the web browser as well as apps on my phone, so I can be more present and less attached to my device all day, every day. And the freedom that it has created, and how much better of a husband and father and man and friend and business owner and leader that I am. Hard to quantify right now, but I can see it already making an impact. So if you decide to try this, understand for like 3 to 5 days, it's gonna be a really big struggle for you. It was a struggle for me because of the addiction of finding it, the addiction of filling time, the addiction of like that routine that you get into when you wake up or before bed or between meetings or in the road or on the car or in the parking lot or in the car line, whatever it is, you have a routine that you follow, and that will become difficult to break. Also, what becomes difficult is you have a lot more time stuck in your own thoughts, and so you don't get to be distracted by it as often as you used to be, and allow yourself to hide from the things that actually need your attention because you got consumed with social media. So be prepared for some challenges, be prepared for some struggles, but I promise you that on the other side of it, you will be in a better place and still get all the benefit of social media just from your computer, your desktop, as opposed to from your phone. Hopefully, you will take some action on this, and it'll create some benefit in your life, because I have zero doubt that social media being so readily accessible in your hand is detracting from your ability to be social with the people that are right in front of you. So get out there, give it a shot, give it a try, give it a day, give it a week, give it a month, and see how your life is impacted. And then Let's see how it helps you create some momentum and some winning streaks so that you can win fast and win often.